Next, I will be explaining my themes and symbols by pulling specific quotes from the text. Firstly, a quote from the bottom of page 70. Pi is imagining how an atheist and agnostic's faith would change at their death. Pi says that an atheist would make a deathbed leap of faith and start believing in God during his death, and the agnostic would stay true to his reasonable self, lack imagination, and in the end, miss the better story. So Pi is saying that an atheist would believe in God at the time of his death, and the agnostic would not, and stay true to his reasonable self. This connects to themes of storytelling and faith. By believing in something, by having faith, you create a narrative that positively shapes your life experiences. But by missing the better story and lacking imagination, you miss out on those positive experiences, because for someone like an agnostic, it's easier to think about things in life logically. Secondly, a quote from page 182. Pi is explaining the importance of Richard Parker in his journey. The quote says, "A part of me did not want Richard Parker to die. Without Richard Parker, I wouldn't be alive today to tell you my story." So Richard Parker symbolizes Pi's will to live. Pi explains his brutal transformation and the things he had to do at sea through the image of a big, scary tiger. When Pi says, "Without Richard Parker, I wouldn't be alive," that doesn't really make sense, because we see Pi throughout his whole journey being self-sufficient, right? He catches his own food, he gets his own water. He doesn't need Richard Parker to stay alive. The only time we see Pi potentially needing Richard Parker is when he kills the blind French castaway that tries to come aboard Pi's boat. But as we know, there are two different versions of Pi's story, and we can't verify which one is true. So ultimately, Richard Parker is Pi's animal instincts. He is his will to live, and Pi explains that in this quote.